Dear family of light, today we will talk about the Schumann resonance as it is a very scientific topic and it is a bit academic. I will need my computer to read the part which I cannot memorize. So first of all, we need to know what is the Schumann resonance, and the Schumann resonance by definition refers to very low frequency electromagnetic vibration that arise within the natural space between the Earth and the ionosphere. These waves, of course, are continually stimulated by the lightening activity of the planet. Remember that the planet has approximately 40 to 50 lightning events every second. So every second there are 50 lightning somewhere around the world. And this lightning is the energy that maintain this Schumann resonance active. And the lightning activity is also forming a stable planetary rhythm, which is many times described as the Earth breath, the Earth heartbeat. And this heartbeat is centered around a 7.83 hertz of frequency. So it's a very low frequency. This frequency was discovered, let's say it was theorized by Winfried Schumann in 1952, but they need to wait several years till the ending of the 50s, beginning of the 60s, where they could really start to measure this frequency. So it became a scientific discovery, and they start to continuously measure this frequency. We have also to think that our planet, Gaia, is not an object, is an alive entity which has a heart, which have organs, no? It has a core in the center, it has internal movement, it has an aura, which is the ionosphere and the stratosphere and other parts. And so it has very different layers as we have. We have a physical body, we have an aura, we have internal organs. And the vibration of the earth, of course, affect us. And also we affect the earth with our vibration. That's why meditation and consciousness is important, not only for our well-being, but for all the beings of the planet. That's why meditators on the Himalaya, they are not just meditating for themselves, they are meditating for the planet. The curious things about Schumann resonance is that many times, often, you can find peaks in Schumann resonance before major earthquake event, and this suggests, many scientists are studying this in the last years, and many are coming to the conclusion that there is a correlation between the movement of the planet and the Schumann resonance. We know today that the waves in the brain overlap with Schumann resonance, especially alpha and theta waves are waves that generally stay within the 50 hertz of range. We said that the Schumann resonance is normally 7.83, but it can oscillate and can have peaks. And these peaks can reach 50 or more, but we will see this in some minutes. So I want to be very clear now, so I read to you. this passage. The fundamental Schumann frequency is often associated with deep relaxation, meditation, and coherent awareness. In this context, the human temporal lobe of the skull are known to pulse or resonate around 8 Hz, closely aligning with the Schumann fundamental. The temporal lobes are associated with time perception, spatial awareness, communication, and symbolic processing, making them a key interface between sensory reality and inner experience. So as you can see, slowly, scientists are recognizing this association and how our brain it goes hands by hands with what is happening to the planet. That's why in my new article I used this beautiful quote by Nikola Tesla, which says, our entire biological system, the brain and the earth itself, work on the same frequency. And Nikola Tesla said this probably 100 years ago, maybe a bit less, but it was something that was in our consciousness since long time. But only recently we are deeply discovering this. So modern scientists are proposing that there is a correlation at a deeper biological level between the Schumann resonance wave that interact with DNA, with our cells and our protein, yeah? So the electromagnetic field influence ion channels in cell membranes, affect electron movement within proteins, and interact with the DNA, which is described as a conductive fractal antenna capable of responding to extremely weak magnetic field. DNA is thus seen not only as a biochemical structure, but also as an electromagnetic receiver and transmitter. If we will discover that all this is true, then our relationship with Gaia will completely change. And I think now with artificial intelligence, we will arrive at a point where we will know how we feel because we will be constantly in contact with planet Earth and the energy of planet Earth. And we will see how, if the planet feels calm and rested, we will feel the same, and vice versa. And this is a beautiful thing to discover, I think. And this will deepen our connection with nature and with the cosmos. So if you are resonating with the Schumann resonance, that means that you connect with a state of rest and meditation. The best way is to walk barefoot on the land because the Schumann resonance is emitted by the earth itself. And so while walking barefoot, you can easily relax. That's why many people said do grounding exercise, especially in this period. The more you spend time in nature, the more you walk barefoot, and the more you will feel calm, rest, and peaceful, which what we need. It is exactly what we need right now on planet Earth, because the planet is restless, the energy is high, many people are becoming aggressive, and so we need more and more of you to stay calm, to stay centered. And the best way is to connect with the Schumann resonance. So the Schumann resonance, I read, functions as a planetary carrier wave linking an Earth electromagnetic environment with biological life and human awareness. So now you may ask, is there a correlation between the Schumann resonance and the Alcyon photon belt? Well, yes, for Pleiadians, there is a correlation because it is more easy to have very high peak event while inside the photon belt. The photon belt is a photon energy, so it's cold energy, it's cold light, which many scientists around the world discovered right now in the last month that there is a sort of wave of energy which they cannot explain and which is cold energy, and they don't know the origin. So the origin is the Alcyon photon belt. They just don't want to admit it, or they don't want, as they don't have a scientific proof of it, that they don't want to expose themselves. But people that are a bit more aware, they know that this energy comes from there. And so yes, so expect the energy to rise in the next month, and this can cause some symptoms in your physical body and in your mind. Now I will share with you the symptoms. So the most common symptoms include head pressure or sensation around the crown, temple, and forehead, tingling, warm, or subtle vibration in the scalp or spine, pulsing or pressure sensation in the head or chest, temporary dizziness, ringing, buzzing, change in sleep pattern, sudden waves of fatigue, sensation of heat or cold, moving through the body, heart palpitation, heightened awareness, shallow breathing or spontaneous deep sighing, muscle tension, flu-like sensation, digestive sensitivity, increased sensitivity to light and sound, and pressure or activity sensation along the spine. So what you can do to counteract all this? I know this is a lot of things. As I told you before, walk barefoot, hug a tree, spend time in nature. Don't focus too much in your career, because with artificial intelligence you will lose your job. So don't worry about that too much. The world is really shifting in a very deep way. Even Elon Musk said that thinking about retirement money in 10, 20 years has no meaning. So if you are 40 like me and you think about the money that you will need with 60, maybe it's time to worry about your present moment and to worry less about the future. And you can, of course, connect with the Schumann Resonance using headphones. There are music on YouTube which emit a very low frequency, similar to Schumann Resonance. There are Schumann Resonance generator. Depends on which part are you on the planet. Try to check if you can find some. But if not, the best way is just to meditate, put your naked foot on the ground, and connect deeply, more deeply with planet Earth. Give thanks to this planet. Give thanks because we don't give thanks enough to existence, to the planet, for all the gift that really Gaia gave to us. And in exchange, we are cutting, we are throwing plastic. We were really unconscious, but this madness is coming to an end. We are entering the age of light, and so it's important to know about the Alcyon photon belt, and it's important to know about the Schumann resonance, which is also a very new and very interesting topic for me. I will go on studying it and discovering new things. The scientists will work for us in this topic, and so we will live a fascinating area in the next years. So I wish you the best. Thank you for watching, and for now, be at peace, be at peace.